Oh hey, didn't see you there. Happy holidays, horror freaks. I was just sitting here by this beautiful Christmas tree, reflecting on some of my actions of late and how I immediately regretted watching a little film called Silent Night, Deadly Night 4, Initiation. And you know what? Noodles, my best friend in the whole wide world, he also regretted it. Tell him, Noodles. It was the biggest atrocity I have ever... Alright. I know. We'll have enough time. We will definitely have enough time to discuss this crazy-ass film. So, grab some candy canes, some snacks, some hot chocolate, and gather around as we discuss Silent Night, Deadly Night 4. Silent Night, Deadly Night 4, Initiation, is directed by Brian Usna, and it stars Maud Adams, Tommy Hinckley, Alice Beasley, Clint Howard, Neith Hunter, and Reggie Bannister. The film focuses on a Los Angeles newspaper reporter who, while investigating the unexplained unaliving of a woman, becomes entangled with the coven of Lilith-worshipping witches who are preparing her for a ritual on Christmas Eve. So yeah, that's basically what this movie is about, and let me start off by saying this. Christmas is usually the focus in these Silent Night, Deadly Night movies. Christmas takes a back seat this time around. I don't know why. They probably thought Christmas wasn't really that important. All of this crazy stuff that happens takes place around Christmas time, but they're like, we'll just shove Christmas aside in favor of this crazy story with this woman Kim investigating the situation with this woman jumping off of a building, half burned, spontaneously combusting apparently. And she works for this she works for this newspaper for LA, and her boss is kind of a dick, and he's played by Reggie Bannister from the Phantasm films. And a lot of the guys get all the breaks, and you know, there's more favoritism towards the men in this department. And you know, when she tries to pursue this whole little investigation, she's like, screw these guys, I'm gonna do this on my own. She walks into this bookstore, she meets this woman named Fema, and she's asking her about stuff of the occult and feminism and all this stuff that relates to the whole tragedy. And that's where things take a crazy turn, because then she meets this woman, you know, they become friends, and she gives her this this treat that she has there in the bookstore after she gets all these books and all this stuff. And she's got this creepy dude that's like around in the area, played by Clint Howard. He's this homeless guy, and it's almost as if he's stalking her. It's just a creepy guy. And anyway, she starts to feel nauseated, and a lot of weird stuff starts to happen, and she's seeing things, and all of a sudden she's pulled into this world where there's like weird rituals happening, and there's bugs and worms and cockroaches and all this disgusting stuff. Okay, and let me say this, that woman gave her some kind of expired little raisin. Okay, you don't put just random stuff that happens to be on the desk. Here, have this. It'll make you feel nice. You don't put that in your mouth. That's the problem right there. That shit could have been expired, and she could have been seeing things. I don't know. What does this have to do with Christmas? I'm not sure. But anyway, she has a boyfriend that works in this place. They're just trying to keep things together. You know, they're supposed to go to have dinner with her family, and the dad's kind of a jerk because she's Jewish and blah 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 blah. And that none of this matters. None of this matters because Christmas just pops in here and there, be like, hi, remember me? The focus of these movies, it's gone. Anyway, so there's more just rituals and bugs and weird shit, and then you know, you find out that there's more to the investigation and this cult. They're all connected in a way. I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, that's basically the movie. There's not, I really don't think there's a lot of chemistry between these characters. Let's jump into the acting here. The acting is just decent. You know, the lady who plays Kim, she's okay. But the problem is that as weird and disgusting as this movie is, it just drags. And it just drags. And I'm looking at my watch and I'm like, man, this is a slow burn. You know, as far as like the practical effects go and you know, all of that stuff, it's great. Because Brian Usna has done a lot of weird stuff like Society and Bride of Reanimator and Beyond Reanimator. And he's produced Reanimator and From Beyond. So a lot of the stuff that he's worked on, there's a lot of really good practical effects. And it makes you feel very uncomfortable. This movie was no different because I was like, what is happening? Some of those scenes were very effective. I'll give him that. But the story is just, from the start, I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know what it is. It's just something about this movie that, out of all of them, it's just probably one of the weakest ones. I don't know. I go back and forth with this one and the third one. I get it. The Silent Night, Deadly Night 3 was the last of the storyline with Billy and Ricky. There was no place to go with that story. When you have Bill Moseley with a dome on his head, it's like, where do we go here? What else? What do we got left here, folks? But no, this movie, I don't get it. You know, you could have called this film Initiation or The Cult. I don't know. It's barely a Christmas movie. Let's see, what else am I missing? The likes, I guess the special effects, dislikes, the acting, and just the lack of chemistry between the characters. I thought Reggie Bannister was probably the best part because he did a good job making you believe that he was an asshole that mistreats people around there. Like, he's in favor of all the guys and he acts like the women can't do shit, but when Kim proves him wrong, then he's like, all right, I'm sorry. And she proves that she can handle this story, this whole investigation. There's a whole lot going on here. I'm just rambling at this point. But I do think this film could have worked better on its own. Not a part of Silent Night, Deadly Night, and an ornament fell down, whoopsie daisy. I just don't think that this should have been a part of the franchise at all. Here's what I think. I think that they probably just slapped the name Silent Night, Deadly Night on this film, and that was that. They're like, here's your Silent Night, Deadly Night movie. Sprinkle a little Christmas on there, and there we go. We got some crazy worms and rituals and witches and all this coven stuff. There's your movie right there. Who gives a shit? So, with that being said, this film is on the chopping block. I'm sorry. It's not my favorite one in this franchise. And then next year, I'll be doing the craziest one of them all, Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, The Toy Maker. That puts things back on track as far as Christmas goes. And if you've never seen that one, well, strap in, folks. But yeah, this movie, it was like a fever dream during the holiday season. Not my favorite one. Maybe you guys will like it. I'm not sure. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have you seen Silent Night, Deadly Night 4 Initiation? What did you think of it? Let me know in the comment section below. Be sure to like, subscribe, click on that notification bell, and be sure to watch some of my other videos if this is your first time on this channel. Be sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms and have yourselves a good fright.